welcome back, or if you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Leah and I'm so glad that you joined me here today. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a tag that I had seen on Sherry Ward's channel, as well as My So-Called Life 1977, also known as Nona, on her channel as well. And this would be the 5 beauty or makeup products that I could live without. As always, I will leave a link in the description box below to the channels that I just mentioned and their videos, so you can go and check them out as well and see what their thoughts are and what they had to say about this particular topic. So the first item that I could live without is dewy foundation. My skin is very normal, but it does lean to the side of oily throughout the day if it's hot and I'm sweaty, or that time of the month, or all kinds of things can factor in hormonally and that sort of thing. But for the most part, my skin is very normal, but if it's going to go anyway, it's going to go oily. And so for me, when I think of dewy foundations, I just always think of that slickness on my skin, and it's great for other people, and I'm sure it would be great for me because I know as I'm getting older, it's probably something I should embrace a bit more, but at the same time, it just, when I do wear dewy foundations, at least the ones that I've tried, I always just feel like I look oily and not that lit from within glow. I'd much rather use that, put that glow on in the form of a powder and that sort of thing. But yeah, dewy foundations are not for me. Sticking in line with the oily and glowy and that sort of thing look, although I have to say it looks good on so many people, I just find for myself, personally, I like a more matte look on myself. When I see the dewiness and the glow coming in from like a liquid-based product, that's when I start thinking, hey, I just want to mattify that. Let's put some powder on. So keeping in theme with the dewy foundation, another thing I can live without is these liquid highlighter drops. I have a couple here from Revolution Beauty. I have a Cover FX one hiding around somewhere upstairs. And I also have a Temp2 one. Now, don't get me wrong. These can look beautiful on the skin, especially if you aren't wearing foundation and you kind of just lightly use them. But if I'm doing my makeup, chances are I have foundation on. I don't like using these because I like setting my powder, so it kind of takes away from the brilliance of these. I don't like using it as a base. I don't like mixing them with my foundations. Yeah, they can look beautiful on people and they work well, just not for me. They don't give me the desired look that I'm going for. Again, I'd rather just take some highlighter and place it where I like it. I know that it's going to kind of stay looking that way, maybe fade a little bit, but these type of things tend to make me feel like I'm just extra oily. The third item that I could live without is a nude waterline, nude or white specifically. I enjoy other colors. I like purples, I like blues, I like greens, I like all kinds of other colors in my waterline. But nude, for whatever reason, when I put it on myself, I always think I look ridiculous. Again, I like it on other people, I just don't like the look on me. The fourth item I can live without is gel potted liners. Now, these are perfect for my watery eyes, however, they are a pain to use. You have to have like the perfect brush to get the right line and the thickness that you want. This one in particular is harder to use because you cannot see in there to see what you're dipping in, and I just find they're finicky. I'd much rather use a gel liner that is in pencil form that I have to sharpen and that sort of thing, rather than something like this where I have to find a brush and keep dipping into it, and they just dry out before I can ever use them up. I mean, this has a brush with it, but even this is pretty thick. So I never use these, and I could do with never having them in my collection again. The fifth and last item that I have on my list are actually tools, and they would be these type of things. We have a fan brush here, and then we have these flimsy like blush highlighter brushes. I can do without these. I don't use them. I mean, as far as a fan brush goes, this is like the best one I have for small ones. I enjoy the big chunky ones for like contour and bronze and stuff, but this, like, people say use it for highlighter, and I never do. I don't use it. And then these, like, I don't get it. They're like, oh, use it for a really pigmented blush. But the thing is, if a blush is really pigmented and I'm using this, even if it's going to go on a little bit lightly, I don't have much control on where this goes on my cheek because it is so flimsy. And then people are like, use it for highlighter. But the same thing, you end up with highlighter everywhere because they're so flimsy and they splay everywhere. Maybe someone enjoys them. I'm sure there are people that are, because I've heard Kathleen Lights rave about these type of brushes before, especially, again, for the really pigmented blushes. But for me, I don't get it. Nope. I'd rather just use a regular blush brush that I have more control over and go in light-handed. Same with highlighters. I'd rather use a regular highlighter brush. I just find this is harder to control in where you want the placement of those powders. So could definitely live without these types of brushes. And those are the 5 makeup and beauty items that I could definitely live without. Let me know in the comments below, what are some products that you could live without within the beauty and makeup realm. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.